5 ghost videos so scary I couldn't upload for weeks. Child's Play. The Magnolia Hotel is a historic structure located in Seguin, Texas. It was in operation as a hotel as early as 1844. The building had been in poor repair for a number of years and was added to a list of the most endangered historic places in Texas in 2012. In 2013, the structure came under new ownership and was being restored for use as a private residence. As of 2019, the Magnolia Hotel is a fully functioning hotel that can be rented out nightly. Tours are also given. It is touted as one of the most haunted hotels in Texas, and many ghost hunting television shows have been hosted there. The following videos from the Magnolia Hotel owners themselves. This clip has made the rounds lately as it may just show some type of paranormal activity. This short clip, recorded from a security camera screen, shows what most viewers believe is unexplainable activity in a former child's bedroom. The ghost hunting equipment on the floor appears to not only flash on and off very quickly, but some type of ball moves across the room as if someone had kicked it. Near the end of the video, a black mist or transparent thing comes in through the bedroom door, only to dissipate into thin air. A mannequin also appears to move, or at least the dress that's on it moves. Of course, this could all just be a draft coming in from one of the hotel windows. But that doesn't exactly explain this dark shadow-like apparition that comes in through the door. What do you guys think? Something possibly paranormal, or just a gust of wind and the shadow of someone walking past off-screen? Without any explanation. The following creepy video comes to us from a channel named Fourth Wall here on YouTube. They've been uploading scary clips for just over a year now. This upcoming clip was sent in to the Fourth Wall YouTube channel via email without any explanation. It's believed by the original uploader and viewers that this may well just show something supernatural. The found-like footage appears to show a Japanese man walking through the woods in the dead of the night. This is what the unknown man captured on camera. The man recording in the woods appears to capture something on camera that just doesn't make too much sense. What appears to be a branchless tree starts bending and moving as if someone was touching it. However, if you look closer, there's no one there. The recorder sees this and gets a fright, understandably, takes a bit of time and regains his composure. The unknown man calls out thinking there may be someone out there in the woods, when all of a sudden, right at the end of the video, he captures this. What seems to be a transparent-like adult figure walks by in the distance, followed by a shorter person, perhaps the size of a child. The two figures appear to be walking by with no regard to the cameraman whatsoever, who seemingly was out in the forest by himself. What could these two figures be? Simply just strangers simply trying to get some rest in the woods? Or could the unknown man have captured something truly frightening here in this video? Give me your thoughts on this video in the comments down below. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think of this. Lights out. The following video comes to us from a YouTube user named Eric Gunner. I've featured some of his videos before. Those videos you may remember for their creepiness. In the last week or so, Eric uploaded a video that seemed out of the blue, even for him. The portrait-style video in question was uploaded to YouTube with the title, "It's Happening in My House, Urgent Help." The clip shows Eric walking very slowly through what appears to be his own house in the middle of the night after hearing some odd noises. Eric states that, in addition to the weird sounds, the power to his house had also been switched off, leaving him to walk downstairs in the dark with nothing more than his phone flashlight. What he finds creeping on him at the end of a dark hallway would give anyone the creeps.
Estético usa todo hasta allá. Imagínense qué tan grande está. O sea, real, es todo este pedazo. ¡Ay, cabrón! Seguro se grabó.
Eric gets the fright of his life when he discovers that someone is seemingly watching him from the end of a dark hallway. The unknown figure shows no more than what appears to be a greyish-looking face with long hair. After his initial shock, he plucks up the courage and goes after it.
Seguro se grabó. No.
Eric searches the bedroom from where this person was peeking out from, but finds nothing. He even walks through and into the ensuite, but once again, he comes up with nothing. Could this creepy-looking face be that of an actual human playing jokes on Eric after breaking into his house? Or could this be something truly paranormal? You decide that for yourself. To watch this full video, switch on over to Eric Gunner's YouTube channel. Wildlands. Back in 1994, a program called The Ghost Files aired on Australian television. It featured a rock band named Wildland. The Australian band was formed in the late 80s and was featured on the television program about ghosts because the makers of the music video itself believed it contained an extra that just wasn't accounted for on the day of filming. The unknown figure appeared to be standing in the distance looking on as the musicians walked by. The figure in black also appeared to have no head or even face.
I'm not one for getting into ghost stories, so to speak, but this has left quite an impression as to why this would appear in this particular instance.
The music video Wildland by the band of the same name had decided to film their rock and roll type music video in the Australian outback. More specifically, a now ghost town called Glen Davis in eastern New South Wales. Martin Lee was one of the cameramen on location that day, back in 1990. He actually recorded the clip in question. Martin says that there were no strangers there that day and states that every single member of the crew was accounted for and behind scenes. Martin Lee was certain that no one was there in the background when he shot the film.
It's quite, it's very haunting. It's that if the person had been in shot, I would have picked them up straight away.
So who or what could this figure have been? A stealth onlooker, a homeless person, or possibly something unexplainable? To help answer this question, the television program The Ghost Files went as far as interviewing a woman by the name of Leonie Knapman, who grew up in the town all those years ago. She explained that the now ghost town of Glen Davis started to boom when the Australian government decided at the time it would be a great location for mining and producing petrol. It was said that the job for the men back then was very tough and even deadly. Leonie states that there were in fact a couple of deaths that occurred back then, one of which was a man who was killed in the retort area. His head was almost severed in a very bad accident and he later died in hospital. Could Leonie, a former resident of the ghost town, possibly have hit the nail on the head as to an explanation as to what or who this mysterious figure was? Or could this one particular scene in the rock video just be something else that's easier to explain? Perhaps another stranger who went undetected the whole day they were filming. Unfinished business. The following video was uploaded to YouTube by Dueto Paranormal, a Mexican couple who go out exploring in the middle of the night in hopes of seeing anything spooky. The couple were well known in Mexico for their very creepy content and often capture things on camera that just don't make too much sense. In early May of this year, 2021, the couple known as Dueto Paranormal started a live stream right before exploring an old unfinished house in the middle of nowhere. The couple were live streaming for close to an hour and a half. However, about halfway through this stream, they unknowingly recorded something rather creepy.
Acabo de escuchar como que arrastró una cadena cuando iba yo entrando.
Recording from up on the second story of this abandoned house, the man from Dueto Paranormal walks towards the edge of the building and looks out. Not knowing it at the time, he catches something on camera that gave his livestream viewers the creeps. Now, this of course could just be a homeless person or squatter, however, this is out in the middle of nowhere. And whoever this is appears to be watching the paranormal YouTubers from down below. After reading some of his livestream viewer comments, he decides to go downstairs and to check it out.
¿Hola? Ay, no. No te pases. Chingao. Sabía que ahí estaba. Hey. Hey, amigo. ¿Qué quieres? Déjenme cambiar de mano. Ay, cabrón. ¿Qué quieres, brother? Hey!
As the YouTuber is looking around outside, he pans back towards the house and just notices a face move from behind a bunch of bricks or stones. He rushes into the house, into the room where he had just seen this face, but once he gets in there, he realizes that the room is empty and nothing or no one is in there. Convinced with what he has just seen, the explorer starts calling out, thinking this is simply just a squatter. He rushes through the big house once again, searching for this somebody, but he comes up with nothing.
Hey, ya te dije que no quiero problemas, brother. Aquí era. Ay, cabrón, me espantó. No quiero problemas, carnal. ¿Dónde estás? Ya mejor dime qué quieres. ¿Sí lo vieron? ¿Creen que es una persona? ¿Pero dónde está? ¿Por qué no la veo?
While searching the place for the apparent homeless person, the video recorder unknowingly captures this thing once again. There appears to be a very pale white face darting back behind one of the brick walls of the house. Not seeing this, the YouTuber freaks out as he can't find this supposed squatter, and he calls it a night then and there and heads back to the car. Was all of this simply just someone trying to keep hidden from a couple of YouTubers, or Did Equitim Duetto Paranormal really capture something supernatural on camera multiple times that night? This ain't no kid. This last video was sent in from a Shadowman viewer. Dave emailed in a few weeks back with something really quite strange. The video may or may not be paranormal related, however, Dave nor his viewers can come up with an explanation as to what this following clip may show. He writes in the description of the original video, "I was sitting in my car, eating lunch, when I noticed something in the front seat of the car next to me. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out what this was. So I pulled out my phone and tried to record it without being too obvious." Dave believes that it could possibly be the same entity, ghost, or even shapeshifter of sorts that he has seen many times before throughout his life. Then again, who knows what this is? He states, "I didn't dare get out of the car once I realized what it was, or at least what I thought it was. But when I pulled out, it was very clear that there was no one in the vehicle, there was no visible animals or children, and there wasn't anything outside of the car that could have caused what you see here." If anyone out there can explain for Dave, or myself for that matter, what this could actually be, paranormal or not, leave a comment below or even on Dave's original post. Whatever this is, I thought it was pretty creepy. If you or someone you know has taken a creepy video or photo and you think it's scary enough to be in a future video, send it to submit.shadowman@gmail.com and you may just see it in an upcoming video.